Our next review of the night is The Chi. And when I tell you, we don't know why it took so long for us to actually binge watch and review the 2019-2020 season of The Chi.
You know, right? I do know why. Because we reviewed the previous season, which was a good season. But I think it took us a while to get to it because we were processing and getting the information through, because this was the COVID period. So we had with the death of Kobe, the death of loved ones, we were dealing with COVID and disseminating that information. We had guests on the show to talk about COVID, right? Yeah. And then we also dealing with politics, right? So yeah, so it was a lot going on.
So, yeah. But let me tell you, this season, right. I often reference it on #observations,
right?
TFR, that something is twisting up,
right,
as bad as the last great season of The Chi. The twists and turns in this, and this young lady right here,
right,
who plays Keisha, we're gonna be dropping the
deserves
cast
an Emmy.
She does because she was a reoccurring character as Keisha, the sister, of the main protagonist.
Right.
But she really brings her A game to this character, and really her emoting and everything. So Jacob Lattimore is Emmett, right? Ronnie is played by Mtari Guma Mbato Mwine, right?
Okay.
Ntore Goma Mbatu Mwine. I hope I'm Mwiney, I think that's what it is, right? Plays Ronnie. Ronnie really arcs. This is Ronnie right here. He really arcs in this season.
Yeah, he does.
Takes it home, right?
Yeah, he does.
There's a lot of loss in this season. I want to tell you, you have to brace yourself. If you watched the first two and you missed the third season like we did because of this COVID situation, brace yourself, because you will be shocked at there's a lot of loss. Keisha, right?
Right.
Burgundy. I can't read my own writing.
Let's see, I'm looking on here.
Burgundy Baker. I can't even say it. It looks like I'm saying biker.
Okay.
It's Baker. Right, this is Burgundy Baker, right? She plays Keisha. When I tell you, the season starts out one way, and you think that the season is going to be about a marriage and the family dynamic in this marriage.
Right.
But all of a sudden, it just twists, and it goes in a whole nother direction. It goes left, and the whole ensemble cast is involved in this left turn, right? Camille Holloway is Lena, is played by Lena Waithe,
right? Who is the creator of the show?
That's right. Okay, I'm looking here. Little Rail is Zeke.
Okay.
I can't read Remnick. Yeah, I can't read my own writing. Little Rail plays Zeke Remnick. So it's a lot of guest people that come in today. Trig is played by Luke James. Luke James is bringing a great performance in this. He comes off of being on, what's the show?
Oh my gosh. We reviewed this too. Lee Daniels. Star. Right.
He comes from off a Star and jumps on this, and I'm telling you, Luke James is bringing it. His ability to emote and bring that subtleness to this street dude, trying to go the right way and trying to bring his brother along the right way. It's beautifully done.
And Jasmine Davis, she does a great job too, playing Luke James' girlfriend.
Right.
She plays Imani, right?
Right. Dre is played by Hyman. My writing is atrocious. Miriam A. Hyman plays Dre, right?
Yep.
Rosalind is portrayed by Candy Burris.
Yeah.
Candy Burris brings her A game in.
Yeah, she does.
I mean, they have a lot of cameos in this, right? Yeah. Who else? Dom is played by Lala Anthony. Lala Anthony has a great PR and agent because she came right off of the #1 show.
Yeah, Power.
And jumps right into another great show in The Chi, and she plays Dom, right?
Yeah.
Shaman Brown Jr. plays Papa.
Yeah.
Stanley Jackson. And Michael Epps plays Jake Taylor. I wonder if Michael Epps is related to
Mike Epps.
No, not Mike Epps.
Omar Epps.
Omar Epps, right? I wonder if they're related, right? Yeah. Jake Taylor. This season is just twisting and turning, and it should have received all kinds of nominations and all kinds of awards. It has an ensemble cast. You meet new people. You lose some of the stalwarts in the show. I mean, it's just a great season. The Chi season 3. Our synopsis: where redemption is hard to achieve, but that doesn't stop Ronnie, who, like Emmett, his friends, and Kevin, search for a missing person who must find the strength and will to survive. That's what this season 3 is about, right? And it's multiple stories jumping at the same time at you. This is a great show. This is a great show to binge watch. Get your popcorn, get your people around the television set, social distance unless you're in herd immunity like a lot of people are, and just gang around and say we are all cured of COVID, and we're gonna watch this and we're gonna have a good time. What you got to say about it?
This was a great season, like you said, just so many twists and turns. I don't want to give anything away, but she did capture not only what's going on in Chicago, but what's going on across the country. Young black girls, right, being kidnapped, and basically, meanwhile,
we didn't want to give them that. Well, that was the twist.
Well, no, it's more to it than that because they don't know who. They don't know who because it's a big cast, so they don't know who and they don't know when, right?
Right.
So, and I love how this community comes together. Kind of like a couple of months ago. I forget what city. Was it in Atlanta or was it in the Midwest? When a couple of young black girls were being kidnapped, but some of the guys and women from the community blew down. They busted in the house and they saved these children. Do you remember that story? So they took it in their own hands and they saved the lives of these young children. So because most of the time they don't really push stories on the news when there are when black little boys and girls are being
there's no Amber Alert. There's no Amber Alert.
There's no big to-do high. And so I like when I see like the communities, they pick up the mantle and just move forward, and it actually happened. So when I saw the episode when I saw it on The Chi, and art imitates life. Art's imitating life. Let me tell you something. The acting in this season, we're playing the trailer now. The acting in this season, I mean, it really elevates to the next level, and it seems like it's, like I said, it's going one way
you can see it in the trailer, but then it switches around, and it goes a total other direction, and it twists up love and loss and redemption. I mean, it's just a great piece of cinematography, a great work of episodic television, of cinema, right? If it was in the theater, it would be just fantastic, right? So cinematography, let's break this down. Let's break it down. Cinematography, okay, wait a minute, let me see something. Tanya M. Conger said he thinks that they are cousins, I think, the Epps, right? And she says, laughing out loud on the writing. That's right, I'm going to start typing this up, because when I'm writing, I'm doing chicken scratch, and the more you type, the less your penmanship is, and it's just like, wow. But anyway, I looked it up. They are first cousins. She looked it up. They are first cousins.
Okay.
The Epps.
Okay.
All right. So let's go through, let's break this down. Cinematography is a 10. Storyline, through line is a 10. The character art, what they did this season with the characters, right? Yeah. They are arcing, and they're developing, and they're getting older, and they're, especially the three, there's the main protagonist, right, but then there's his two friends, and they're all getting older, and they're developing and having their own personality quirks. They still stick out, they all stick together, even though no matter what, sometimes they
argue just like friends,
right?
Just like family,
Acting skill, the emoting. I'm telling you, this young lady right here, Burgundy, she really steps up on her A game on this. Wardrobe, car, set, 10. The locations that they use make Chicago definitely a character in the story, for sure. That's a 10. Story beats. I mean, connecting from friendships to friends, loss to love, everything is connected together. That's a 10, right? Believability is a 10. It's based on what you can actually see and experience in any hood, but it's based in Chicago.
Right.
Historical facts, showing the historical facts of Chicago, that's a 10. What would you rate The Chi?
I would definitely rate it a 10. Because like we were talking about earlier, in the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel, this was June 28th, 2020. The neighborhood, there were missing children, 2 missing teenage girls, right? So the neighbors, they took it upon themselves to bust down and on a house that they felt something funny was going on, and it was just strange. And then they had missing children, and the neighbors decided, hey, something is going on in that house. They busted in the house, and they found the 2 girls. And so this is where the community actually came together and saved the lives of 2 children. So when we saw this episode, and then I thought about the story, and that's what I love about it. It takes a community. It takes a community. And
it showed that everyone wasn't too concerned.
Right.
So you say you give it a 10.
I definitely give it a 10 because I love like the acting. The previous episodes, the young lady who basically starred as the star this season, Burgundy, she did really good. I always thought she was a good actress.
But now.
But this season, like you said, she just emoted. Is the term you use?
Yeah. She emoted. That's on the close-ups. But her ability, her physicality in it.
And the relationship between her and her brother. They really dug into it more. I mean, because you knew that
it was complex.
Close.
It turned more
complex. And then the relationship with her and her mother and her stepmother. And it just again, we don't want to give anything away, but the community, how the community came together. They did like a really good job. It was believable.
So watch it. You will enjoy it. The Shy third season, I give it a 10.
I give it a 10 also.